stopped. Matilda was only 12 when the thoughts began. At her birthday party, surrounded by balloons, cake, and her classmates' laughter, her eyes lingered on the knife in her hand. It was supposed to cut the cake. Instead, she imagined it slicing into soft throats. She pictured blood spilling across frosting, painting the walls red. Her hand trembled, grip tightening. For a moment, she almost believed she would do it. Then, her father's voice cut through the haze. "Matilda, are you okay?" The knife slipped from her fingers, clattering onto the table. The party carried on. Nobody noticed. But inside, she was drowning. As she grew older, the thoughts followed her like shadows. In college, she tried to fit in. She laughed, made friends, pretended everything was fine. But every now and then, the visions came back. Blood, knives, screaming. A voice in her head, whispering, "Do it." She never told anyone who could understand. Even her father, the only one who tried, couldn't grasp the depth of her darkness. And then, she remembered 3rd grade, Mrs. Hannah, the substitute teacher with the warm smile and honeyed voice. She gathered the troubled kids into her special class. She said it was to help them, to unlock their potential. But inside that classroom, the walls seemed to breathe. The air felt heavy, suffocating. Mrs. Hannah's voice droned on, sweet but wrong. "Close your eyes," she would say. "Picture the things that scare you most. Break the barrier. Let them in." Matilda obeyed. And what she saw wasn't imagination. It was too real. The blackboard dripped like tar. The faces of her classmates twisted, skin peeling, eyes falling from sockets. Ross screamed until blood poured from his nose. Pippa convulsed, her body shaking as if invisible hands were tearing her apart. Matilda tried to look away, but Mrs. Hannah's voice pressed deeper, smooth and commanding. "Don't resist, children. This is who you are. This is what you were made for." Evie clawed at her face, shrieking, "I don't want to see," until her nails drew blood. And Matilda, she saw herself, standing in the middle of the classroom, holding the birthday knife. Blood dripping, children silent around her. And her father, looking at her with empty eyes. She gasped, breaking free. The vision vanished. But Mrs. Hannah was staring straight at her. "You're strong, Matilda," she whispered. "Stronger than the rest. One day, you'll understand why we chose you." Matilda never went back to that class. She buried the memory deep, pretending it hadn't happened. But the damage was done. The thoughts, the visions, the urge, they never left. Now, years later, sitting alone in her dorm, Matilda still hears Mrs. Hannah's voice echoing in her mind. Break the barrier. Let it in. And sometimes, she wonders if the knife on her desk is waiting for the day she finally gives in.